Alright, new day. So we're gonna find the location we want this library to be located. Alright, I'm thinking the perfect place would be right there. We've got plenty of open land right there. We would just cut down some trees and have to fill in some dirt, but that's quite alright. Alright, let's see here. We have 3,690 polished andesite, 3,674 cobblestone, 3,603 cracked stone bricks, 3,001 bookshelves, 2,935 stripped oak logs, 2,927 planks, 2,910 oak logs, 2,883 stone bricks, 2,755 stripped jungle logs, 2,665 andesite, 2,604 stone, 1,312 stripped spruce logs, 1,039 oak leaves, 1,011 acacia planks, 987 spruce fences, 985 stripped acacia logs, 983 polished granite, 961 spruce slabs, 806 glass panes, 768 acacia stairs, 744 granite stairs, 735 spruce stairs, 719 granite, 537 light gray carpet, 500 spruce trapdoors, 495 spruce planks, 352 stripped dark oak logs, 349 lanterns, 338 dark oak planks, 312 stone brick walls, 288 cobblestone walls, 273 andesite walls, 270 oak fences, 264 stone brick stairs, 263 stone stairs, 261 polished andesite slabs, 225 cobblestone stairs, 222 andesite stairs, 215 polished andesite stairs, 205 cobblestone slabs, 180 chains, 139 blocks of amethyst, 138 andesite slabs, 134 stone brick slabs, 127 stone slabs, 95 glowstone, 90 iron bars, 73 torches, 24 brown carpets, 18 amethyst clusters, 17 purple stained glass, 16 chisel bookshelves, 15 magenta stained glass, 14 lecterns, 14 lime stained glass, 14 pink stained glass, 12 water buckets, 11 green stained glass, 10 prime obsidian, 10 levers, 9 magenta stained glass panes, 9 mossy stone bricks, 8 pink stained glass panes, 7 mossy cobblestone, 6 stained glass panes, 6 purple stained glass panes, 5 green stained glass panes, 4 granite walls, 4 lightning rods, 1 enchanting table, and 1 spruce sign, and the remaining is all dirt. There we have it. Those are all the blocks we're going to need in today's build. With that, I think it's time to get straight to work. And all those blocks I mentioned is equivalent to this many double chests. So let's not waste any time and get straight on with this checklist. Let's start by gathering some of the more simple items. Like gathering a spruce sign. We already had one left over, so that can be checked off our list. We can also craft 10 levers, so that's another item checked off the list. Alright, look at that, we're already on our way to getting this done. I'll put some lecterns in here as well. Another easier one to make would probably be the chiseled bookshelves. Let's see if we can't make those real quick. Bam. Now we have one lectern here already. We're gonna need to make another 13 lecterns. That's not all for our bookshelves. As you saw, we're gonna need over 3,000 bookshelves, which means we're going to need to make an automatic sugarcane farm, just to help us out a little bit. These 20 books will not get us very far, so we'll leave it for now. Instead, let's start up that farm to start producing sugarcane. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this farm works. I don't even know what farmer I'm going to be using. We'll find it out. We'll figure one out. We're going to have to make a couple different farms. We're going to have to enclose some sheep and some cows. We're going to need a lot of leather. We're also going to need a lot of wool. Yeah, see, right now we have a manual sugarcane farm. Let's chop this all down. And let's go build ourselves an automatic sugarcane farm. Alright, that should be it for the sugarcane farm. Very rudimentary, very basic. I actually don't think it's going to catch all the drops. Now, if I had mud underneath, the mud technically isn't a full block, so I can put the hoppers underneath and catch any sugarcane as it falls onto the blocks. But, I mean, it's not a big deal, not a big issue to me, not a big worry. I might make this bigger, just so that way I can get more sugarcane at a time, because I don't know if this is going to be enough. But yeah, this is all set. And tomorrow we will grab some cows and grab some sheep and set up quick little farms for those. Alright. I think it's time to go get our little friends. Wait. Why am I using wheat? Did I just hear a trader? I did. Anything good? Nope. I've killed many traders, so I should have plenty of leads built up. Yeah, I could bring them with wheat, or leads probably gonna be easier. There's a cow. I do like the look of the blacksmith house from here. And my house, too. It's very nice. We'll have the leads and we'll also have the wheat, just in case. Just so they're more motivated to walk in our direction. Actually, how many... Are they gonna fight each other at the door? Heck yeah, they are. Now let's go get some sheep. Any extras that I can just kind of snag with the use of wheat would be great. And right now, it doesn't matter that there's a black sheep in the middle, we're recoloring them. These guys are gonna be light gray. As long as all the sheep in here are light gray, we don't have to worry. I think we should grab our shears. We should definitely go make some axes. Because we're gonna need to start cutting down our wood, our oak trees. We're gonna need a total of 6,616.75 oak logs. That makes us all of our stripped oak logs, our oak logs, and the oak planks we're gonna need in the build. Well, our first tree is officially grown, and I think we can get to work cutting down 6,616.75 logs. All right, and that is all the oak leaves we should need. Shouldn't need anything else. No more oak leaves. I can just fill this up like that, and we are going to be absolutely cruising on this. All right, bam, bam. That should be all of the oak logs we're gonna need for stuff. That's all done. That's a major one done. Now we need to get the other woods. All right, 1, 2, and 32. That should make 20 stacks of 64 and 32 extra spruce logs. These will all be stripped spruce logs. That should be enough for everything in the build for the spruce. All right, these in there, and that should be all of the wood we're gonna need. This I have to turn on to stripped oak logs. This will have to be stripped jungle logs. This will all be planks. This will all be planks. These will have to get turned into stripped dark oak logs and stripped spruce logs. But other than that, all the wood is done. Now let's go on to mining the stone we're gonna need. All right, put it right here. There we go. Andesite is done. Next is time to grab granite. So back out we go. All right, we grabbed our granite. I should have some space. Yes. There we go. Granite done. All right, we had to increase the size of our sugarcane farm from 5 blocks. My buddy ran the math, he did the numbers, he crunched it all. For this build, I'm gonna need 27,009 sugarcane to make all the bookshelves necessary. If I have a farm of 5 plants, I'd get to harvest 1 block from each plant 5,401.8 times. That's the average of 18 minutes for 1 sugarcane to grow, which equals 97,232 minutes that it would take to auto-harvest everything using that 5 block layout. 97,232 divided by 60 to calculate the hours would be 1,620.54 hours of me just sitting here. That's 67 days, real life days of just letting the PC run. I can't do that. So for now, I've expanded it to be 15 blocks, and then once this harvests, I will expand a second level on top of it and make it 30 blocks. And I'm just gonna keep expanding it because that is absurd. And then we'll make another sugarcane farm later on, but this just needed to be expanded. I was not gonna wait that entire time. We brought the remainder of the sugarcane. That should be all the sugarcane we are going to need. That means all the paper's done. We just need to catch leather up on this. We're still gonna need around 3,000 pieces of leather. I have not gathered that yet, but we're getting there. We're so close to starting the build. Okay, we might have a slight problem. I was gathering leather, and there was raider pillagers in my cow farm. I didn't drink the milk bucket in time, and now we have a raid starting because of the iron farm. So now we have combat to do. Oh boy. We're gonna see if we can do this. I don't know if we can or not. Yeah, they're going after these villagers that are in here. Oh boy. Did they just spawn in my house? Did they spawn on my cows? Alright, you guys gotta get out of here. Excuse me? I hear that. There's Penryn in here. Did you really take my foundation block? This is not the time, buddy. Give me that back. Alright. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh my god, they have an insane range. Okay, come on. Oh, thank you, Mr. Witch, for giving me regen. That's not kind of you. Oh, and now it's poison. Oh, wait! Oh, good hell. I'm gonna die anyways. I have 49 levels. Don't tell me the best you can do is 7. Ah, I'm gonna die. They can fly through blocks too. Oh my god, I'm literally gonna die. I can't stop running or I'm dead. Oh my god. Oh my god! They spawned too! I have so many things flying at me! Huzzah! Are they all gone? Oh, no, they're not. Oh my god. Guys, we did it. That was terrifying. Oh my god, that was terrifying. Whew. Okay, then. We did... Let's go get that horse over here, actually. Let's go get the skeleton horse. Skeleton horse would be sick to have, right? I think a skeleton horse would be incredible to have. I don't think he's like... Oh, he jumps, though. He jump? Yeah, he jumps. He's not very quick. He's actually pretty quick. Alright, let me get a fence post and a lead. Alright, you guys can figure out his name in the comments. I don't know what name to give him. You guys figure out what name to give him. Alright, I think we're done. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's enough. I think we're done getting all the stuff. I just need to make all the bookshelves now. We're so close. This is the last thing we need. Shabam, shapow, I think. I think that might be it. Because 3,001 bookshelves divided by 64 in a stack is 46.89. 9 times 5 is 45, 46, 47, and a little extra. So we made a little bit extra just in case. But ladies and gentlemen, we have finished gathering all the resources we're going to need for this. Alright, that took a long time. Holy crap, that took a long time. Let's go to sleep, because tomorrow we build the library. Oh man, oh boy. Also, look at all my levels. All those levels are from breeding cows, by the way. with like maybe a death in there from falling. I might have fallen a couple times in the making of this episode, and I might have died a couple times. But that's why I don't play hardcore. Alright, it is a new day. I think it's time to start building. But before we get into that, we do have to go over one thing. As you can see on the bottom left of my screen, and you probably saw it throughout, is the placement button. That's right, we are using Litematica. We started off by making the build live on Twitch in our Creative World server. Now, we're going to use Litematica to paste it in. So, let's take a look at what this build will officially look like. That is what is eventually going to be our library. It's all built, we just have to paste the blocks in. However, I don't think it'll do too well right here. Let's see how it's going to look next to our house. Not sure we want it this close to the pillager tower. I might end up making an entire city center a little bit further away from our main starter house, i.e. away from this pillager outpost, especially because I do intend to create a farm around the pillager outpost. I think we try that. I think we move the building over there and we try building it, which just means I have to move all these chests of resources over there. Alright, there we are. You can see on the bottom right of my screen, we have a materials list for the first layer here. But first, I do have to go through and remove all these red blocks here. Anything that's red shouldn't be here, and it'll replace it with whatever block is required in this spot. So let's go through and clear everything out. Alright, the first couple blocks are officially being placed. For those of you who don't know, Easy Place is a mode that Litematica does in fact have. What you do is, with the schematic, you turn on Easy Place. As long as you have the blocks in your inventory, it will grab the block from your inventory and place it down. It makes it so much easier when trying to do all this. I can just run around on the layer, place everything down that I need to. I'm just holding right click right now. So we'll have to go through, make sure we get everything done with the layer before we continue on with the next level. That's all it is. We just gotta make sure we get everything done. All the blue is highlighted in. Now we do this for every layer. And with that, the library is finally done. The amount of hours that went into this is insane. From planning the build to resource grinding and finally actually building it. I cannot believe it. We're finally done. The enchanting room is finally open for business. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness, it's done. It looks so cool too. It's so worth it. It was so worth the resource grind. So far, this is my biggest build ever in survival, actually. Because normally I'm a creative builder. I don't build very much in survival, but this is the biggest survival build I've had so far. It makes our house look so small over here. I can't believe this. Oh my goodness, it glows so nicely too. Thank you everyone so much for joining me on the journey that is this episode. I know this took a while, but even so, I do appreciate each and every one of you for making it this far. How many cows have I killed? I killed almost 4,000 cows to do this.